brace yourself. If you hear my comments, you will never be the same again. My sources are very, very high up. Their livelihoods, and possibly even their lives, would be lost if they overtly told what they know. Some are scientists, the world's foremost authorities in their fields, and military folk who can no longer keep silent. I am told there is a terrible deception being perpetrated.
In some of the training courses I held in security and military environments, the use of radio frequency weapons or other non-conventional weapons which are hardly imaginable. Think about all the modifications to the jet stream to alter the high-flight airstreams and the climate.
There are some agreements to try to limit the use and the abuse of certain weapons.
We have today, from a military and a scientific perspective, the opportunity. When I say us, I mean that we belong to that system. When someone starts to study the methods to alter the weather, the range of options becomes enormous, obviously.
There are arrays, 25 in all, stationed all over the world. These arrays use sound or resonance in wonderful and terrible ways.
What does HAARP do? HAARP is a large antenna where we beam radio frequency energy up into the upper atmosphere, and we create on a small scale what the sun normally does. And the reason we're trying to do this is because when you have disturbances in the ionosphere, we can't communicate with our satellites.
HAARP began with a congressional insertion in the appropriations bill of fiscal year 1990. In essence, Congress directed the Defense Department to explore the potential for using the auroral regions for improving communications and navigation and surveillance. From there, the assignment came that the Navy and the Air Force were to manage the program. It is people from those two organizations that have worked together for the past 7 years.
Applications discussed in the patents included destroying missiles. Communications control and disruption were included. There were some other ideas both to possibly modify weather and finally to lift a portion of the upper atmosphere further out into space where hopefully it would be able to deflect missile trajectories.
What we do by beaming up radio frequency up into the ionosphere, that radio frequency, when it hits molecules of atmosphere, it tends to make the subatomic particles inside move faster, and that increases their temperature. So you can bring their temperature up to 1,600 degrees or so.
In fact, the vibrations could be so severe underground that could even cause an earthquake.
HAARP can create some of the effects that the sun creates that are similar to the aurora borealis.
HAARP can paint designs in the sky, if you will. You know, it can take the beam and move it in any pattern that the scientist who's doing the experiment might want to do.
The sounds you are hearing are being uploaded by commissioned HAARP-type arrays to specific types of SAC satellites strategically placed all around the world. The sounds are also bounced off the ionosphere that has been purposefully fortified with resonant, incandescent materials by aircraft designated by the UN and carried out by consenting nations in the form of chemtrails.
You see him spraying that chemtrail?
Yep. Good thing we're above it.
I know.
Otherwise we'd be dead right now.
I'm gonna put this on YouTube.
You videoing right now? Oh God, don't video right now.
It's like it's spraying out of the top of his wings.
Don't do any evidence.
These bizarre sounds being heard all over the world, bounced off the atmospheric ceiling and back down to the earth. That's why you can't tell where they're coming from. The sound waves are all around you. They are ultimately to be used in concert with man-made lights in the sky, orbs, remote control flying objects of many shapes, like saucer and triangular shapes, and ground-based light sources. The chemtrails make the lights that are actually ground-based look like they are in the sky, and the ones men on the ground have flying remotely in the sky will seem more incandescent because of the spray of chemtrails. If you have questions about any UFO sighting as to the explanation of what it actually is, just ask. You will not get a standard cover story explanation. I will tell in detail exactly how it is manufactured by the very scientists who made it possible. The truth will become obvious to you. The deception message is this: aliens are here. Don't believe it. They are not aliens from outer space. They do not come in peace. They come to annihilate the human enemy, i.e., us. When enough people are destroyed, to the remaining survivors, the message the aliens are here to deliver is surrender. HAARP technology is so advanced that ELF waves can be transmitted directly into the brain, manipulating the person or people like a psychotropic drug, causing them to hear things, feel things, see things, smell things, etc., that are not there. This deception is so terrible that it will make people believe they are actually seeing an alien armada coming down to attack or subdue the people of the earth.
Greetings, citizens of Earth. My people have developed technologies which allow us to throw off our physical forms and travel great distances in the blink of an eye. We are in dialogue with your leaders to help the human race survive its infancy, for we believe in you. We are helping your scientists find cures for diseases which afflict your bodies, and helping you to preserve your planet's most precious resources. Many among us wage peace, and one day, with our help, war may be a thing of the past. Our army is 1 billion strong and growing.